cambio de nada tu amor me diste. Ya no estoy triste, no estoy triste. Felicidad, eso es lo que tú me das. Felicidad, cada mañana al despertar. Felicidad, desde ti y para siempre.
So that was when I decided, yeah, good talk. Good talk. Hey everybody, welcome to one of my favorite places on the planet. It's Playa Blanca. I've come here several times over the years. My first time was in the beach before this, just over the point. And I gotta explain something too, because when I come here and you walk down the beach, I like to do tracking, you know, so show the kids tracks. Like that looks like a raccoon, and this looks like a different type of animal. Well, we saw a different kind of tracks today that I'd never seen before, and I guess it was from a tractor. And it is. First time I've ever seen a tractor on this beach, but yep, they got a tractor over there. So if you hear a tractor in the background, that's what it is. When I remember I come on a mission trip and I'm trying to process this calling thing, right? And we're at Punta Leona and I'm trying to process it. And I had no idea over the years, just crossing the point. I've seen more nature, more wildlife the last probably 5 years I've lived here than anywhere else. I think that's a good metaphor for the Holy Spirit. So many things are all around us we don't even know. And I didn't even know if I'd climbed the point. I went the other way. If I climbed that point, I would have found this amazing beach with white sands, and it's become one of my favorite places. And if I'd known then when I was over in Punta Leona in the swimming pool, if I'd known I'd be here 17 years plus, and all the good times we would have here at Playa Blanca, my head would have exploded. But that's kind of how it turned out. But soul centering through nature, I like to call it. And you probably heard me mention over the years, talk about things like abiding over striving, John 15. We come from the land of abiding. We're always in, the land of striving. We're always in a hurry, striving, spiritual capitalism, if you will. And you can't really mention the mystics in the Baptist church. I don't know why. Although Paul was a mystic, but you can't call him a mystic. But there's one guy, Meister Eckhart, the German Dominican. He gets a pass for whatever reason. And he said something about like going deeper spiritually is more about subtraction than addition. And some have even said that happiness is our natural state. And we've been programmed to think that happiness is outside of us and that we should pursue happiness for some reason. You ever heard about that? I would say happiness is not a pursuit, it's a fruit. We don't find happiness, happiness finds us, usually when we stop looking for it. Abiding over striving, that's in John 15, and I could spend forever inside of John 15. And then I found a few other things too, like you could talk about scarcity versus abundance. So when you go into nature, you step back into abundance, and in the city, there's just a lot more scarcity. It even happens when we're driving, or you heard about something called like the fundamental attribution error. We judge other people's behavior internally, like they have some kind of internal problem, and justify ours by external circumstances. But if you go like inside out, I think you could apply scarcity, abundance on there. Or you heard me talk about mindset. Carol Dweck, D-W-E-C-K, wrote a great book on mindset, fixed mindset versus growth mindset. You just listen to how people talk. If they talk about how intelligent they are, or blame other people or make excuses, probably a fixed mindset. But if you hear them talking about effort or godness or desire or grit or not giving up or finding a solution or what's the next challenge or that word moxie, that's a pretty good one. So that's Mindset by Dweck. And I think those are really good things you can apply in life. And that's what we've done well with sports ministry. Because a lot of the things in sports ministry you apply on the field of play to win a championship. If you learn to apply those in life, you would fly. And I call it the big disconnect. Working with a lot of kids, it's like they know, but they don't even know that they know. And it's almost like happiness too, because I see people that are really, really happy over the years, and I ask them, why are you so happy? Because I have to know. It's like they have the secret to life or something. And it's usually two answers. One of them is they say, just because, or the other ones say, I don't know. So they don't even know that they know. But I think it comes down to the root cause, or root would be a worldview of either scarcity versus abundance. And say like sports, there can be only one. Economics, budget, civilization, it moves us more into scarcity. But the nature of nature and the nature of the kingdom is abundance. And here's another one I've been noodling on a lot. We've been doing this study called The Right Fight. I think it's John Kennedy Vaughn is his name. And I don't agree with everything. And you might take an issue on a few things too, especially if you're Baptist. I got a lot of Baptist heritage, so I can make fun of my people, right? But he talks about, you've heard people mention love. What's the opposite of love? And a lot of people instantly say hate, and then I've heard other people say indifference. And in this one, I've just been noodling on it. I don't know if I've internalized it yet. It's just a thought to entertain. The opposite of love being fear, and acting out of love versus acting out of fear. And that's one I've been noodling on for a big chunk of this year, and at least the second half of this year that's coming on a close. Thinking about that, because love is tapping into that infinite abundant source. God is love, and there's plenty of love to go around. There's plenty of kingdom to go around. So we step into abundance there, and as opposed to acting out of fear. And I think that's a kind of an interesting thought to entertain. So I would leave that one with y'all to kind of noodle on. So that'd be maybe a condensed version. And just want to say hello from one of my favorite places here in Costa Rica. And if you ever want to come visit, we'll come down here sometime. Thank y'all. Love you.